Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sunny, and today I would like to talk to you about a very serious matter that I find very important to me as an artist and also as a person. So as I'm writing this, my depression has been worse for a few days. Life has been difficult and filled with worries just as much as responsibilities. Depression is no longer a new thing to many people around the world. It's not just a bad day or two, not just about being moody. It can drag you down and lock you up in a space where there seems to be no hope at all. As I'm writing this, it's even hard to sit up, walk out of bed, and work on anything. But it's all about the struggle. There will always be obstacles in life, small, big, gigantic, all kinds. If I stop right now because I feel so heavy I cannot move, won't I forever be stuck in a bad dream? I look at the bright, burning sunlight and appreciate the beauty that I'm witnessing. And again, I'm inspired to create, to try, to live. So, as I mentioned in my last video of Art Talk, stigma and prejudices are still existing and affecting artists and creative people alike in a bad way. This sadly usually means that many people are dealing with mental health issues in their own way. This can be from stress to depressions and many heavy emotions and thoughts daily. I myself have dealt with depressions ever since my high school. School life and its expectation has put a lot of pressures on me, and things just got worse from then on with my mental state until I learned about my mental health and how to deal or adapt with it, especially to receive the right treatment. While talking about this matter, we should not forget how there's also the stigma that artists are fragile and because of that mostly depressed and weird creatures. That's a kind of stigma that excludes us from the crowd, separates us from the common people that we are, and leaves us to deal with our mental issues on our own. At some point, it becomes a necessity to even wear on one's sleeve. So what is my point with today's video? If you're watching this video to hope for a punchline in the end, a big reveal, or big life lessons, it's not what it is about. It's simply my self-reflections and how I want to share my experiences as a person who has to deal with depressions, mental health issues, and life in general. I think the most important thing is that when I speak out these words, when I acknowledging my own issues, my own difficulties, when artists learn to speak out about their own struggles and how they deal with things in their life, it is very important. It's a thing that helps us being known and acknowledged by others much better than when we stay silent and hope that others might be able to understand for us. And this is a video about acknowledging that matter, acknowledging one's own issues, one's own problems, and learning to express it, talking about it, talk about it and maybe reach out for help. Do you ever have this kind of dream where you feel so heavy you cannot really move, and no matter how much you try, seems like you cannot get out of that dream and come back to being awake? But if you struggle as hard as you could, at some point, by just bit by bit moving your mouth, trying to scream, moving your fingers, trying to move, bit by bit you can struggle out of that dream when you are aware that you already stuck in it. That kind of dream is how I feel like right now when I struggle with my own depressions. And this is what I'm trying to do. Move my fingers, moving my lips, and screaming out for help. Bit by bit, I hope that the stigmas and all things that usually not talked about nor acknowledged in my own society, my own culture, will be mentioned, will be talked about in a serious tone, bringing awareness to other people just as much as connecting people, especially artists, together. Because as I say, artists tend to stand on their own and really bad at connecting with one another. But I think in this community we need to support one another and we need to speak out for one another. And so the first thing I think that we need to do is to speak out for ourselves first. We need to have our own voice and talk about these important issues and matters in our life just as much as our struggles against many difficulties that we face every day. I think that is for today's video. I'm really happy to be able to share with you my thoughts lately, my state being, and how things have been for me so far. I could say that I'm not exactly in a terrible state, but things have been difficult to say the least, and just by talking about it is bring me such relief that I know that I'm not alone, that there are people who cares about me out there, and there are people who support my content just as much as what I do. So I appreciate, and I'm learning to appreciate all of that even in my worst state. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here so far and sharing with me your journey just as much as I'm sharing you my journey. Thank you.